These past few days, I got to see the K-drama series It's Okay Not to Be Okay. This show ran on Netflix and has recently concluded its final episode. So for those who haven't seen the show, there might be spoilers ahead. So I am warning you now. Aside from the great storyline, awesome characters, and awesome settings, one of the story's major locations took place in a castle, or what they dubbed in the story as the Cursed Castle. Actually, if you're really familiar with castles, the size of the Cursed Castle is nowhere near the size of an actual castle. Instead, it is more on the size of a villa or a mansion. Kaya naman in this video, I will be doing my first ever mansion reaction. The location of the mansion was built on a remote area, somewhere around the northeastern province of Gangwon-do in South Korea. Upon entering the property, you will be greeted by a huge gate, probably around 12 feet high. This gate was made of wrought iron. It's a typical material used for these kinds of gates. Wrought iron is a strong and malleable form of iron when it is heated to its melting point. Malleable meaning it can be formed or bent when it is heated. Kaya naman if you are planning to have a gate that is similar to this, wrought iron is the most appropriate material to use. Kaya naman Tony Stark chose this material for his first armor when he was trapped on a cave somewhere. Kaya naman siya tinawag na Iron Man. For those of you asking, nope, it won't melt under the sun. This material is actually very durable. Upon entering the gate, your eyes will widen upon seeing the grandeur of this mansion. The style of architecture used in this structure is definitely not Asian. It is more close to the styles of classic European architecture, particularly a French villa. It may sometimes be referred to as a chateau. Chateau is a French word which actually translates to castle in English. Kaya naman they call this house the Cursed Castle. The story actually revolves around this castle. Kaya naman, let's take a tour. Before entering the main door, you will be stepping on what we architects call the porch, coming from the Latin word porticus, which is derived from the root word porta. Porta, which in Latin means passage. The porch is usually found in most Western countries like the US. Nilalagyan pa nga nila ng duyan yan minsan. The porch is usually located in front of the house before entering the main door. So upon entering the main door of the Cursed Castle, surprise, there will be another main door. Akala mo nasa loob ka na ng bahay, no? Now that room after entering the main door before entering the main house is called a vestibule. But in houses, it is often called as the foyer. It is normally found at the entrance of the house. It is like a lobby or may also be considered as the reception area. Taray no, bahay mo may reception area.
Pakisabi sa bisita, hintayin ako dyan sa may reception area. Dyan sa may foyer.
Back to the house, mansion. Upon entering the main door, you will be ushered to the Great Room, or the Great Hall in some architectural terminologies. The Great Hall was heavily used in the medieval ages, where this serves as the centerpiece of the house. It is in here where they usually install the grand chandelier. In modern architectural versions, the Great Room is equivalent to the living room or the family room of the house. In other words, sala. Now in the show, this room is connected to 3 more areas of the house, or mansion, or castle, kung ano man doon. Right in front of it is the grand staircase, or the main stairs of the house leading to the upper floor where the bedrooms are. But before we get to that, on the right side of the house, you will see the study, or the library. This is where the lead female character, Yeong, normally works. Work from home din kasi si Yeong. Kahit pala sa mga lumang bahay, uso na yung home office. Inside the study is a massive collection of books located on its perimeter walls, with the bookshelves probably as high as 2 stories. Pero pusta ko, hindi lang 2 stories ang nandyan. Thousands, maybe 100,000 of stories ang mga nasa bookshelves na yan. I know it's corny, pero it was my chance to tell a joke. Also inside the study is a classic sofa set, probably Victorian or Turkish with carpet treatments on the floor. On the same room, you will find an executive desk sitting on top of an elevated platform, as if sending a message that the master of the house sits here. This is where Yeong sits while doing her work. Behind the desk is an intricately designed stained glass. Stained glass has been around for thousands of years, dating back to the Renaissance era. It is considered as an art form. On the show, it mainly featured geometric shapes, making it look like a little bit modern. So we can take it as a hint that the house was built not too long ago, probably around the age of Yeong's father, Ko Dae-won. Fun fact, Ko Dae-won was an architect in the story, by the way. Another part of the house was the kitchen, which was connected to the main dining room of the house. The kitchen's design is again European-inspired, with overhead cabinets on top. The overhead cabinet doors were treated with a viewing glass, which was on beveled frames that are painted white. The wall tiles below the overhead cabinet are called machuca tiles. Machuca tiles are actually one of the oldest manufactured tiles here in the Philippines. It actually dates back to the 1900s. These Machuca tiles are actually patterned to the Mediterranean cement tiles, but we architects know this simply as Machuca. So if you're planning to install these tiles, don't worry, it is locally manufactured. In the show, the kitchen also has an island counter. It is probably topped with a gray quartz looking countertop. I noticed that in this entire house, the interior design in the kitchen and the dining area is rather in the lighter or happier side, which is actually where the lightest and happy moments of this TV series took place, because the rest of the castle is totally gloomy. Creepy to be honest. And it totally makes sense, kasi halos lahat ng dark scenes happen in the dark areas of the house. Now that's a spoiler. Back to the grand staircase, which is actually the main focal point of the Great Room. You will see here that it is entirely made of wood dressed with a fitted carpet. This type of carpet is normally applied with adhesive, so that it doesn't come off the floor. The grand staircase here for me is similar to how they treated the staircase in the movie Titanic, and one of my favorite films ever, The Sound of Music, in the Von Trapp family house. Located in the upper and probably the central part of the house is the master bedroom. The master bedroom is the bedroom of the master of the house, thus the name master bedroom or master's bedroom. The other bedroom in the house, where the two other main characters Gangte and his older brother Sangte stayed in, is the former bedroom of the young Ko Mun-young. This bedroom was treated with yellow wallpaper all over its walls, and the window style you see here is called a dormer type window. Somewhere around this floor adjacent to the bedrooms is the main balcony of the house. This is where Ko Mun-young often stayed to get some fresh air. Trivia: balconies are sometimes used as a podium. It symbolizes power. And notice how the balcony on this show is designed. It is designed in such a way that you have to climb a few more steps to reach the top of the balcony platform. It is like it's telling you that the balcony is the highest position in this entire place. Galing, di ba? Although nowadays, balconies are used plainly as a design element, where the user can freely use it to get some fresh air. That's it. There are other areas in the house, like the basement, that I wouldn't dare react to, because it's just creepy. So let's just leave it at that. It's just dark, dark, and dark. So I have almost covered the majority of the cursed castle. But you know what makes it more interesting? The entire castle is fake. Yes, the exterior shots of the castle were all developed using CGI. That location is actually a coffee shop and bakery called the Sanida Cafe. It is sitting on top of a mountain in Wonju City, Gangwon Province. So if you plan on visiting the castle on your next tour of South Korea, this is already a heads up. So kudos to the production team who made all these interior design details possible. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and please do not forget to click on that notification bell icon for more updates on this channel. Watch out for more mansion reactions and many more future videos on my future uploads. My name is Karlo, and this is ArkiTALK.